At 5 feet 9, 170 pounds, stood the biggest man in the world.
Word.
He walked on Paul Bunyan's, kept blue oxen cages like gerbils. He stepped in oceans only to get his socks wet. He had fire in his eyes, made for water vapor tears, an ear for saving graces, and lips that only spoke white noise. He was the muse for psychedelic rock with a Pink Floyd box set for a tongue, a voice that could start a riot, and a scowl that could disperse one. See, my dad, he had a couple hobbies. He used to line grown men down the block and cut their hair, 2 at a time, with one hand. Teaching bachelors how to cook for the women they had crushes on with the left. He used to sit in a stool and lecture dying trees about not giving up. He drew blueprints with his fingertips and read them upside down because it gave him more of a challenge. He smoked a pack a day every hour except when his children were around, which felt like always. He only looked at himself through cracked mirrors because he felt like we were sent here as broken souls and just wanted to see himself exactly the way that his God did. He used to lock himself in a room and pray for days for people he didn't even know and left a sign on his door that said, "Do not disturb men at work." He wasn't born more or less thrown down a double DNA helix with the proper tools of making a human being, a hero, a night watcher, a Superman. But nobody told me that kryptonite came in a little brown bottle marked OxyContin. And the Titan who walked this earth with Pandora on his back but still keep Hades and a needle to let the river Styx in his veins and the supersonic wind from your cape left spoons. Dark side of the moon. And you talk about him sometimes, like a legend or myth. But I know he existed. When they buried him, an 80-foot crane storked his body down in swan white sheets. And some people say that's why he was light as a feather. I say you just don't weigh that much when the weight of the universe is off your shoulders. The man who chain-smoked nebulas and wore a hard hat during meteor showers. And damn, I wish you were here. In a totally unrelated news story, I got a job being a giant today. Really wasn't that difficult? Guess they don't get that many applications. Well, Mama says it runs in the family. But strangely enough, I got a letter on my nightstand with 3 rules for being a giant. It read, rule number 1, it's better to pick figs for children than is to build skyscrapers for kings. 2, keep a chip on your shoulder as big as an iceberg that can only be melted by a woman you love enough to cook for. And 3, walk soft, big man. Talk slow, big man. Because sometimes, even giants fall.